My name is Michael Tassoni. My parents are both from Italy. My father's from Abruzzo, which is a region about 2.5 hours northeast of Rome. We still own the house that my father was born in. It's in a little town called Bellante, Pinocchio Village, cobblestone streets. It's something out of a dream. It's so beautiful. My son and daughter will be the 7th generation to occupy it. My mother's from Naples, Italy, in a little town called San Giorgio Creimano. They both met in the 50s at the port of Naples when my father was coming in for having to have vacation with his family. They moved to Venezuela to open up a clothing store. Mia zia Livia, c'è un ristorante in Phoenix on 7th Avenue, just north of Indian School. And she moved here in 1942. They built a pizzeria, chiama Livia's Kitchen. And they built it by hand, brick by brick. It's still there to this day. When she found out that my father was very unhappy in Venezuela, she said, you know, there's no tailors here in Arizona. You need to come over here. So my father and my mother were sponsored by Hanny's department store, which is downtown Phoenix. My parents opened up a clothing store in the Biltmore Fashion Park, which became really popular, called Tassoni Fine Clothes. My father was one of the few master tailors in Arizona doing custom shirts, custom suits. They were in the Biltmore Fashion Park for 33 years. I started acting when I was 15 years old. I was doing regional theater all through my 20s. I produced and started my first feature film when I was 25, called 14 Ways to Wear Lipstick. I was cast also at the same time by Don Bluth from 20th Century Fox to star in Anastasia as Dimitri. And then I produced another feature film called The Appearance of a Man, about the true story about the UFO lights that came over Phoenix in 1997. Why I made Ciao Bombolini? I was looking for something to put in front of my children. I was looking for something Italian, educational, exciting. I saw how much they were watching all these other different shows, and I thought, well, I need some help trying to make sure that they pick up some of the language. So I thought, well, I'll make something. I've got everything that I need. So my wife and I wrote a script. I play all the characters, Paolo, Mario, Raphael, Luigi. The response has been unbelievable. We launched it in New York this past February. We're now starting to go into retailers. I do want to make a Ciao Bombolini Part 2, so that's in development at this time. Production today in Arizona is exciting because the technology has gotten to the point where you can afford to buy some of these great cameras that you can make your own feature film on. And what's great about doing movies now as an independent filmmaker or as a young independent filmmaker, you can take your time, cultivate the project, the script, shoot on the weekends, slowly put your project together if that's what you have to do. One of my dreams is to film in my dad's town in Italy, in Bellante. Abruzzo is an unbelievable countryside. I remember being a little boy and my mom would go to Naples, but she put me on the bus in Rome and I'd go and visit my dad's family. And the bus ride is something I'll never forget because you go through these tunnels that some of them are like 20 minutes long, and then you come out and it's like unbelievable. In fact, when you go from Rome to Teramo or L'Aquila, you go through the Roman countryside, then suddenly you go through this tunnel and you come out of it and it's suddenly Abruzzo. It's all these rolling hills, green pastures. If it's a rainy day, it's all the colors are even more pungent and beautiful. The Italian Festival should have been started about 20 years ago. What I was impressed with most with the Italian Festival, this was the first year and it was so well organized, so well put together. I was blown away. The Italian Festival was very successful for Ciao Bombolini and for us. It was amazing to see the reaction from all the families, the people that saw our product. I appreciate the Italian Festival for inviting us, and we look forward to be back for many, many more years.